Hello, everybody. Today we're going to look at professional wrestling hold for hold. Look at some professional wrestling sparring. I have a cold right now, so I'm not going to sound my best. But yeah, this is all from a channel called Santino Bros Wrestling, and I do have some professional wrestling training from under a professional wrestler. And I'm just a huge fan, so I'm gonna know a lot of these positions. If you do not know any of them, I could probably tell you. So right now it's a collar and elbow tie up. Oh, nice fireman's carry, and has him in an arm lock. Standing back up. Nice transition to a hammer lock. I'm not sure how legitimate that would be an actual application for a real fight. Headlock, I wouldn't headlock against a grappler. Now, ooh, nice side headlock takedown. Okay, he's trying to frame the neck. Trying to feed it to a leg. You can do it, come on. Is a scissor choke right there. And this is cooperative. Also, they are this kind of cooperative with each other. Kind of just making the trying to get really technical. Well, that was a really interesting escape. Now, pretty much a bulldog choke. Good, he turned into him, going for a pin. Right back to the headlock now. Rolling over for another pin. And also, this is Marcicio versus Skyke, or Sky. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's which. Now he gets a hammer lock. This just looked really fun to do. Now a hammer lock of his own again. I'm gonna pause to blow my nose real. He missed the headlock. Now he has it. It's a lot of this hammer lock. I could try to find another one. It'd be cool to see some really cool submissions, really cool pro wrestling moves. You can find another one. Okay, here's another one. Jake Atlas goes hold for hold with the advanced classes, so might see a little bit more advanced techniques, or at least for pro wrestling. Another headlock, standing wrist lock, duck under, wrist lock, transition to the headlock. He's going to do a throw, a wrench to it, right to the back, another wrist lock, transition. They have really smooth transitions, and standing arm lock, roll out of it, another wrist lock. I want to see lots more ground stuff. What they have for the ground. So this guy is Jake Atlas, the guy in the black shirt. Okay. Nice duck under. Another wrist lock. Really common position in the chain wrestling for professional wrestling. So he went under, right to the back. Oh, elbow. So you can throw strikes in the hold for hold. Okay. Holding onto that wrist lock. Guy looks a bit older. So he's a really older guy. Looks like a guillotine. So older guy, professional wrestling. It's kind of cool. Man, he really likes that wrist lock. Oh, he went for a I forgot what that's called. It's like a double ankle sweep. No. It's a double, is it an ankle trip, I think? Not an ankle pick, but it's ankle trip. Standing wrist lock escape. Right to a hammer lock. Switch this to headlock. He's going to go for wrist lock again, yeah. Man, he's a master of wrist locks. I want to try to find another one because I want to see more what they do on the ground, because I know there, of course, has to be something. We saw a little bit of the ground in the last video, It looks like their session's over. We can watch some of this one. He's going to go right to that hammerlock. And then headlock, transition. That was an interesting headlock escape. It's easy him to the ground. Standing back up. Yeah, I want to try to find more on the ground. I'm going to try to skim through the video, see if there is any on the ground or any takedowns or anything like that. And yeah. Okay, I found a little part right here. So he transitions right to a fireman's carry, and then right to that arm lock. He escapes. Okay, so it wasn't too much, but it was still some. Oh, nice. Drop shoulder throw. In pro wrestling, they call throws arm drag, or at least that one. I'll add arm drag in there. But of course, it's just a drop shoulder throw. Okay, this one's called Hold for Hold 5. And it looks like it's starting out right into an armbar. Interesting escape. Right there, if you actually did that against someone who knows how to do the armbar. Well, they probably actually do, but it would get just armbarred from their stomach. Stepping over, it's the women going. Nice armbar setup, bridging out of it, and rolling through. Going for a pin. There's an omoplata right there. Holding onto the ropes. So it looks like there's multiple people in this match. Headlock. This is in the ring this time too. Right to the back. Nice takedown. Notice also they put the knee right in front of the leg too to take them down like that. Going to a hammerlock pin. That's actually really cool. Backslide. I feel like this is really cool to watch, just to look up the technical ability. And yes, of course, lots of this isn't really that legitimate, but it's still really cool to see. And as somebody who watched a lot of pro wrestling, it's really cool to find what is legitimate out of this. Like, some of the throws are definitely legit. Some of these locks, too, are also really legitimate. Like, they have arm bars, they shoot in. This looks like a modified twister. Escapes. Standing arm lock. We're seeing a lot more on the ground. A lot more throws and takedowns. Probably because they're in the ring. Side headlock takedown. Bridging out. Right to a scissor. Leg scissors. Pinning the arm. Trying to get out. Rolling over. Headstand right into a headlock. That's an interesting transition. Headlock escape. Oh, somebody else tagged in. So the guy is going to go against the girl. So both shoot in. So shoot into a takedown. I forgot what keep forgetting what the takedown is called. You hug the hip, grab the leg, and slam. So waist control. No, another slam. Yeah, they put the knee right in front. For anybody who does professional wrestling or just knows a ton about it, or if the people at Santino Bros telling me, why do they put the knee out like that? Standing hammerlock. So transition to a headlock. Trying to pull the hair. Okay, so they're going to use the ropes. Oh. Because it looked like they do know, another headlock throw, they do know how to legitimately shoot in. I watched one of the other videos that they had, pulling the hair to the lock. They do know how to also sprawl, so they do have some legitimate grappling ability. Headlock. I wonder if anybody in this who does this has a wrestling background like freestyle, folk, Greco, or some jiu-jitsu or judo background who does this. Shoulder block. No, just a duck under, leapfrog, went for a clothesline, now a big hip toss. That was okay. Now an armbar. As you see, for safety, the normally their head would be right under that knee. Oh, knee bar. Okay. For safety though, for that armbar, it would be for normally if you want to actually apply it, there would be okay. Transition to the ankle lock. The under the knee, right below there, would be across the throat and putting a lot more pressure. So just a low drop kick to the knee. Okay, so we got some sort of slicer or a modified just seated Boston Crab. Single leg Boston Crab. For you who don't know who that is, if you know what the Walls of Jericho is, it's just a one-legged version of that. I hope you guys even know what that is. So we're just eating elbows. So they're implementing strikes. We saw an interesting leg lock. Drop kick. Probably wasn't the best drop kick they've ever done. So, okay, this guy comes in. Snapmare. Right into just what would be in pro wrestling a resting hold. Just normally for big promotions they use that just for commercial break. Standing up to a headlock, wrist lock. These people like to go to the ground a lot more, or they like to do a lot more throws and takedowns. The other people. Somersault. Oh, that. See, these guys are actually super athletic. That's one cool thing about professional wrestlers, that they are legitimately really athletic people. They are very strong. Oh, he uses the leg to escape that hammerlock. I wonder if that could actually work. Because I know one escape is you just pretty much hold that same arm. Okay, he's just chain circling around them. Another throw. But if you have that one arm and you hold it, and you hold the arm that's putting your arm in that lock, and you just pretty much push it down, there's no way they can actually lock it in. So he's getting the legs, rolls him to his stomach. You see something. We got like a modified regal stretch. Oh. I wonder how flexible this guy is. I wonder how much pain that actually is on him. So, almost had a bulldog choke. Standing up. Oh, wait. Hold on. If any of you have watched any catch wrestling or the Sakuraba versus Gracie fight, Sakuraba tapped out and broke Daniel Gracie's arm with that technique. That is a legitimate technique. I did that to somebody in jiu-jitsu rolling. They said that was the first time I've been pulled to the ground into a submission like that. That is a legitimate technique, and lots of people do not know this, but professional wrestling was originally catch wrestling. And they're not the same thing. They're two different things, but professional wrestling was originally catch wrestling. Then they started making it choreographed. And there's probably people who know a lot more about this. I'm just going off what I'm pretty sure is the case. And then some catch wrestlers just stayed pro wrestlers. It turned into what it is. Then catch wrestlers, some of them stayed as catch wrestlers. And back then, professional wrestling used to be for the circus. And they needed to be able to legitimately beat challengers from the crowd. So they were legitimate trained grapplers. So this is really cool to see a technique like that. Hold on, I'm going to pull up the Sakuraba one. Okay, it was my bad. It was Henzo Gracie. So he does the technique. So right here, he escapes the back, rolls through, and then he gets the Kimura lock. So yeah, he let his arm break, and yeah, it doesn't look the exact same, but still, that's really cool to see. Okay, so I wonder what the escape is going to be. Okay, he's just going to stand up, do a hammerlock, ankle pick, goes for a cover, he gets out. Looks like Boston Crab. Okay, looks like he's trying to set up a sweep. Okay, so he just pushes him back. It'd be really cool to see a sweep there. So he might do jujitsu. So shoot in, take down, right to the head, almost like a half Nelson cover. Okay, right to the back, headlock. Oh, arm breaker, right across the shoulder. Hammerlock. Oh, rear naked choke. Oh, botched it. Oh, guillotine right to mount. Okay, he taps. So it's not just time limit. You can tap out. So that was really cool. So this guy does have some legitimate skill. I'm not sure if it's just him or if it's everybody in here who also trains that. He might be a really advanced person. I don't know. Okay, so he's still in. And right to waist control. Comes through with this wrist lock. Oh. That wasn't really a cardio. It was more of almost a forward handspring, but just rolling with it. I don't know. Okay, transitioning right into his own hammerlock. Switch of headlocks and that sweep. I keep forgetting the name of. Bulldog choke. There's not really much time left in this video. After this will be the last one we watch. But yeah, this has been really interesting to see. It was really cool to see the Kimura lock to the ground, and then the other stuff like the fireman's carries, all the throws, the cool transitions, and the guillotine. Also that rear naked choke attempt, even though it failed a little bit. So he has that's a weird headlock. So just release it, goes for a hip throw. Not sure what they're really trying. Oh, abdominal stretch. And then he goes and he gets a hip throw. That's it for this video. I wonder, tell me how you guys think that one of these more advanced students would do, I guess, maybe in like a jiu-jitsu competition. Nothing as like black belt, but like let's say against like white belts and blue belts. How well do you feel like these guys would do? Do you feel like they would just get crushed, or do you feel like they might score some points? Do you feel like they might win a couple matches, might get a couple submissions, might even win, or do you feel like they would just get completely smoked? Yeah, just let me know. And that's going to have to do it for this video. Again, check out Santino Bros Wrestling if you're into professional wrestling or just want to know more about it. They're a pretty cool channel. And yeah, anyway, goodbye.